Their next mission took them to the local arcade.
Nova tosses her basketball drone in the air. Inside, a new bully named Lil Byte and his crew were hogging all the games. You ever find yourself in a showdown at the arcade? Picture this. Lil Byte and his crew think they own the place, demanding tokens and snacks like their royalty.
Point of view, shot from drone, shows Lil Byte's crew strutting around.
7 kid grabs a ball and distracts them with over-the-top Tux basketball moves. The Tux was for the mission. This hoodie? This is for me. He spins the basketball effortlessly without even looking.
Spins, quick dribbles, which changes my clothes from a tuxedo to a high-tech backpack. I've been training for this my whole life, in gym class.
Lil Byte smirking. You think you slick, Tux boy? Where is your Tux, by the way? Lil Byte, are we going to just stand here all day? This arcade's ours. They confronted the crew at the prize counter. Yo! You think you slick? Lucas, Lil Byte's friend, sneered. This arcade belongs to us now. Hand over the tokens and the snacks.
Jamal calmly took a basketball from a nearby hoops game. Sorry, Byte. Snacks are classified. When Lil Byte lunged for the ball, he slipped on a pile of arcade tokens and crashed to the floor.
This isn't just about snacks. It's about standing up to bullies. So, next time you're faced with a challenge, remember, it's all about how you play the game.
At the same time, Nova's basketball drone and Capri Sun gadget activated, spraying the rest of the crew with silly string and water balloons.
The crew gets splattered. Kids in the arcade cheer, clapping and laughing. You know, it's funny how something as simple as snacks can teach us about standing up to bullies. Think about it. When you're in the cafeteria, every time you choose to speak up, you're not just defending your snacks. You're showing everyone that you won't let anyone push you around. Lil Byte, dripping in silly string, shakes his fist. This ain't over, 007 kid. You'll see.
So there I was, watching the bullies scramble for the exit like they'd just seen a ghost. I mean, who knew that a little water balloon could pack such a punch? They thought they could intimidate me. Jamal bows slightly like James Bond, then sips his Capri Sun dramatically. Cool. Guess I'll see you next snack break.
It's not just about standing up for yourself. It's about showing them that you won't back down. So, let them plot their revenge. I'm ready for whatever they throw my way next. Bring it on!
Speaking up isn't just for the big moments, it's in the little things too. Like when someone makes a joke at my expense, or when a friend needs support, it's about saying, hey, that's not cool. Nova snickers and they walk out side by side. Duo, out.
Jamal's mind flashed back to the day before. He was in a secret room filled with glowing screens and strange gadgets. A man in a perfect suit looked at him with serious eyes. Jamal, said the famous agent, James Bond, your mission is of the utmost importance. A top-secret data chip will be delivered by a special drone to the center of that basketball court tomorrow at precisely 4 p.m. Bond had
explained. The court must be empty. It must be secure. We are counting on you, Agent Jamal. 7. Then hands me his Nerf blaster, turns and jumps onto his Black Hawk helicopter. Back in the present, Jamal gave Lil Byte a cool nod. I accept your challenge. On the sidelines, Nova gave him a thumbs up and pressed a button on a remote. The drone basketball hummed to life.
Nova commands her drone, the quiet hum a familiar counterpoint to the rhythmic squeak of sneakers.
I'm going to show everyone that you can win the right way. It's time to turn up the heat and play this game like it's meant to be played.
The game began. Lil Byte was strong and played rough. He dribbled the ball with a loud thump, trying to show off his power and push.
But Jamal was faster and smarter. He moved like a secret agent, his red sneakers a blur on the blacktop. He dodged and weaved, his eyes always on the ball. This wasn't just a game, it was a mission.
You ever have one of those moments where everything slows down? 1 second, you're dribbling, feeling like a superstar. And the next, you're airborne, arms flailing like a cartoon character. That's me!
He was cheating. I could see it in the way he smirked. how he manipulated the game with tech wizardry. It made my blood boil. I mean, come on, where's the fun in winning if you're not playing fair?
Lil Byte was getting angry that he couldn't stop Jamal. As Jamal jumped up to take a shot, Lil Byte gave him a big push. Fall! Jamal tumbled to the hard ground, and the ball rolled away.
With every bounce, the strange lines on the ball glowed brighter, and every shot he took swished perfectly through the net. Byte was everywhere, his basketball moving in ways that seemed impossible.
Nova put on her special tech goggles. Aha, she gasped. She could see tiny circuits buzzing under the ball's surface. Subtle neon glowing circuitry patterns pulse faintly along the seams of the ball. Sparks of light scatter. Her eyes wide and curious, the glow from the ball reflects off her face. Wait, Byte's ball. Nova put on her special tech goggles. Aha, she gasped. She could see tiny circuits buzzing under the ball's surface. And there, blinking in the center, was a tiny tracker. It's a homing device. Nova zoomed in on the tracker's signal. It was broadcasting to a familiar frequency, one that belonged to the notorious tech villain, Black Hawk. Nova knew she had to warn Jamal.
Ha! Not so tough now, are you? Lil Byte laughed. But Jamal didn't get mad. He slowly got to his feet, dusted himself off, and gave the bully a calm, confident smile.
With a burst of speed, Jamal snatched the ball. He faked left, spun right in a move so fast it confused Lil Byte, and leaped into the air. The ball flew from his fingertips, sailed in a perfect arc.
Lil Byte's friends gasp in shock. They start to chatter in confusion.
Lil Byte, my buddy-turned-rival, just pushed me like we're in some epic showdown. I can see the surprise in my own eyes, mixed with a hint of pain. But there is something about that basketball.
At halftime, Nova rushed to Jamal's side. Jamal, it's a trick, she panted. Lil Byte's ball is a tracker. It's connected to Black Hawk. It's guiding his shots.
And you know what? This is what it's all about. Those wild moments that make you feel alive. Even when you're face first in the dirt. It's all part of the game. And trust me, I'll get back up.
Jamal looked at the glowing ball, then back at Nova. He understood now. Lil Byte wasn't winning with skill. He was cheating with technology. A fire lit up inside Jamal. He would win this the right way.
Maybe it's just a ball, Nova. A really annoying ball. Nope. Look, see these lines? They're not seams. That's tech. Somebody planted a tracker.
Tension hangs heavy as Lil Byte's crew taunts, their aggressive plays dominating the basketball court.
Welcome to the SilentEye detectives.
I can't believe what I just saw in art class. Sam, the quiet kid, was sketching these insane sneakers with neon soles, mumbling about gliding. I thought he was just doodling, but then I noticed
Something weird. His sketch started to glow, actually glow. It had this tech pattern that looked familiar, almost like tracker tech, but in reverse, and then, out of nowhere, a tiny spark shot out.
He was so focused, he didn't notice Lil Byte, the school bully, watching him from across the room. The final bell rang, and Sam quickly packed his bag, hoping to disappear. But Lil Byte was there.
All of a sudden, 7 Kid receives an alert on his wristband from Agent Nova. Time to head to headquarters.
Code Shy alert. Agent Nova, we've got a friend in need. Mission accepted. Help Sam.
007 Kid and Agent Nova sneak up behind a tree, observing Sam. He is creating hover pad sneakers.
Unseen. From the playground, 2 figures watched. They looked like ordinary students, but they were 007 Kid and Agent Nova, secret agents on a mission. 007 had a flashback being on a
Hoverboard, trying to walk on hover pads, and he almost face-planted. It was hilarious, but it made him realize Sam's onto something big here. Sam's sketches could be more than just art. 7 Kid whispers in Agent Nova ear, Sam's just misunderstood. Let's spark some courage. He's got talent and trouble. Look at that sketchbook glow.
The final bell rang, and Sam quickly packed his bag, hoping to disappear. But Lil Byte was waiting for him in the hallway. Nice drawings, Sam, Lil Byte sneered, blocking his way.
Black Hawk wants those hover sneakers you're always drawing. Hand them over. Sam managed to slip past Lil Byte and ran all the way home, safe in his room. He opened his glowing sketchbook.
His hands trembled as he added the last detail to the hover sneakers, a tiny, powerful rocket booster. As his pencil lifted, the whole page began to shine with a brilliant, magical light.
A moment later, a real pair of hover sneakers, exactly like the ones he'd drawn, floated right in front of Sam's wide eyes. They hummed with a soft, powerful energy. They fit perfectly.
A huge, happy smile, one he hadn't worn in a long time, spread across his face. A huge, happy smile, one he hadn't worn in a long time, spread across his face.
Sam was just getting the hang of floating around his room when he heard a rattling at his window. It was Lil Byte standing on a ladder, trying to pry the window open.
Sam knew he had to act fast. He couldn't let Lil Byte get his hands on the sketchbook or the sneakers. Taking a deep breath to calm his pounding heart, he thought, fly.
He burst out the front door and soared into the sky. Below him, the houses looked like tiny toys. For the first time ever, Sam didn't feel shy or scared. No more hiding in the shadows or feeling small. So, here's to the artists who light up the world with their talent, even if they sometimes light up the fire alarms too.
Check this out. Sam's art is epic. Weird? Nah, you're unique. Show us. Sam hesitantly shows a cool dragon sketch. Nova gasps, eyes wide.
Kids cheer. One says, "Can you draw me one?" Sam smiles shyly. Be yourself. Find your crew. 007 hands Sam a glittery wristband and a Capri Sun. Sam is now officially a part of SilentEye Detectives. 007 Kid winks at the camera. Own your sparkle, Sam. You've got this.
Thanks, guys. Up there I was invincible, and the world was mine to explore. I realized that sometimes you just have to take that leap and let yourself rise above it all.
007 Kid and Nova zoom off on light-up sneakers, leaving a sparkly trail. SilentEye Detectives. Out.
Sam waves, now chatting with new friends. Tea's scary, sure, but that's where the magic happens. When you rise above it all, you see things from a new perspective. I realized that sometimes you just have to take that leap, whether it's trying out for the team, speaking up in class, or even just stepping out of your comfort zone.
When there's trouble in your neighborhood, who y'all gonna call? The SilentEye Detectives. We see everything, especially when you least expect it.